just heard President Trump not talking today about it, but he is proclaiming a complete victory following the release of special counsel Robert Mueller's nearly 2-year investigation into those questions of collusion with Russians and obstruction of justice. CBS's Nicole Killian reports from the White House.
President Trump was in a good mood as he returned to the White House Sunday evening.
I just want to tell you that America is the greatest place on earth.
Special counsel Robert Mueller concluded neither the president nor members of the Trump campaign conspired or coordinated with the Russian government in its election interference activities.
There was no collusion with Russia, the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. There was no collusion with Russia.
On obstruction of justice, Mueller did not conclude that the president committed a crime, but adds it also does not exonerate him.
Much of what the president did was highly inappropriate and arguably acts of obstruction. But did he fall short of that line? Yeah, I think he fell short by some distance.
Mueller left the obstruction question to Attorney General William Barr and Deputy AG Rod Rosenstein, who say the evidence is not sufficient to establish the president obstructed justice.
They made a decision that there was no obstruction, so that makes it a complete and total exoneration.
Congressional Democrats say a 4-page letter from the Attorney General is not enough for them. They want the full report released along with the evidence collected in the investigation.
Without seeing the entire report, it is very hard to assess any of this. And Barr, during his hearing and now as Attorney General, has pledged that he wants to make everything he can public, and we're going to call him on that.
Democrats will continue their congressional investigations of the president and have vowed to subpoena Attorney General Barr to testify about his conclusion there was no obstruction of justice. Nicole Killian, CBS News, the White House.
Now, the president still faces legal jeopardy from federal prosecutors in New York who are looking into the president's business dealings, his inauguration committee, and potential campaign finance violations. We invite you to tune in tonight for a CBS News special report. Jeff Glor will anchor the Mueller Report, A Turning Point. The 1-hour primetime special starts at 9 right here on CBS 11.